Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We've got a new soap today from Adopted Acres.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
What? On Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why? Come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack. Cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you too.
They would. And for our mention today, we wanted to talk about a new product they have over at Adopted Acres on Etsy. This is from the sales page. Luxury Hybrid Shave Cream. This formula was designed to live right in the shower and make shaving simple and luxurious, even good for legs, underarms, bikini, and sensitive areas. And of course, it still performs exactly how you would expect from Adopted Acres, delivering the slickness and cushion needed for even the roughest of manly beards.
Y'all, we were two of the beta testers for this formula. We passed it on to Sarah's mom and dad and our godson Nando. They all tried it. It is phenomenal. It gives you that traditional wet shaving feel you're looking for out of your shaving cream, but it solves a problem that we actually have had. Time. Once every few months, I just don't have time for my daily ritual. And with this, you don't have to do the brush and bowl. It can just go right on your hand, a little bit of water, right on the face, and you are shaving in 2 minutes. And like he said, the quality you expect from the artisan world with a fabulous scent, at least the one in ours. I think that's why our godson still has it. And what is our soap today?
This is the first soap that is all essential oils, and we've heard it's perfumed by Cara Lane. Let's meet it.
All right, y'all, from the Etsy sales page for Adopted Acres.
When it comes to shaving, sometimes you've got to keep it tight, keep it clean, keep it on the line. Lime on the Line is our answer to the many requests for a true essential oil shave soap. No fragrance oils, no fillers, just a bright, classic blend of lime, spearmint, and peppermint essential oils built on our trusted Adopted Acres tallow-based shave soap formula.
The scent is crisp, refreshing, and purposefully simple. A lively lime opening, followed by cool minty clarity that feels right at home, whether you're lining up a beard, shaving a clean cheek, or carefully running steel down a straight razor pass. Playful in name, serious in performance. Tastes great, less filling. Wait, no, I made up that last part. Well, y'all, full disclosure, we've got our lime essential oil, our peppermint essential oil, our spearmint essential oil, and we have experimented with them in creating the heart of our barbershop. But y'all, we were not as successful as we have heard Cara's nose is right out of the box. In fact, let's take this out of the box. This box came here from a farm, E-I-E-I-O-O, and y'all look at the cow tissue paper. That's how you know, and of course, a note to greet you. Look at this. Thank you for supporting a family-run business.
Every time I think Cara's writing is an actual font, but no, it's not.
That's how she writes. All right, let's see if we've got some dirt from the farm, and we've got a note from Donna. This one's rare, y'all. I was just talking to her on the phone today with Doug. She got a pinwheel at school, and let's see. This is how the splashes come. Y'all, in a freezer bag so you don't lose any. Yeah, yo, he sent us a set of mint cherry barbershop coming soon. We were two of the beta testers for that EDP at the very beginning of Adopted Acres before the LLC even hit. But here's what you've come to see today, y'all. The first only essential oil scent from Adopted Acres. Well, it's time to put our lime on the line, y'all. Come along with us for first impression. This is one of my new favorite labels from Adopted Acres. Look at the color. All right, I want you to go first. Take it in. See what you get. You like the citrusy soaps.
I do. I really do. I actually vibe towards the sterling lime a lot more than I thought I ever would. So just 3 cent notes isn't just 3 cent notes. Let's see. Here's the pour for those who like to see.
Oh, beautiful. Take it in. Are you on the line? What's happening?
Yes, it's nice, crispy, and clean for sure. Like, you want to take a full whiff of this. I love how vibrant it is. I don't know if my brain would have known right away, oh, it's only essential oils. Not in a bad way, but there is something different about the vibrancy in essential oils and soap that I feel like turns up in a way that you don't realize.
Right. And y'all, unlike aroma chemicals or molecules that might be one thing, inside of an actual essential oil are 70, 80, sometimes hundreds of different actual aroma molecules. It's nature's accord.
I think my brain is picking up on the mintiness first. Like, I almost feel like I could put a mint leaf in my mouth, and like when you have it in a lemonade or limeade or something, that there's kind of that freshness that really turns everything around it up with it. And I'm leaning my way in with the mintiness, and then you kind of got to step back and the lime comes in, but it doesn't feel like you just cut a lime open and put it in your mouth and it's super sour. No. It's almost like it's just making the green side of everything else really wake up. Like, I feel like it's the rind and the actual juice of the lime. Like, both sides somehow are in here.
Kind of like how most of our shaving soaps will start with bergamot when really it's just a door opener kind of a thing.
Exactly. Gotcha. This is definitely lime, but it's just in a different perspective than I was thinking. Maybe the mint around it is kind of helping change it for me, but I'm liking getting to know this version.
And if you've never seen a bergamot in real life, strap in. But I've heard this is not bergamot. This is pure lime. Pure lime.
I was trying to figure out why my brain was getting like a white, crisp, powdery, clean thing. And I think it's the peppermint side. Because sometimes, like when I take a whiff of cane from PAA, I get hit by that same kind of powdery, white, clean. Not talky, but it does have that almost barbershop-y feel. And that's really helping with the send-off on this whiff, my friends.
Kind of like snow.
Yeah. It doesn't quite hit me with like a menthol punch, but you know that there's the minty coolness happening because of the peppermint. Like, I feel like when we lather this up, there's just gonna be a little natural kind of mentholy feel, but that's like, today it's like 80 something here for California and it's still spring, but this is the scent you'd want to use to kind of cool you down.
Winter 2 weeks ago. This week Alexa's throwing out heat advisories. Welcome to California. Well, it's interesting. Peppermint by its very nature is about 35% natural menthol. So there you go.
But I like how it's being used here, because if it's real menthol, your nose has to like separate around it to get the rest of the scents coming out. This is part of the scent. So if I could take a peppermint color, and you know, like the wintergreens that come with green and white, and then like a lime color spiraled together into its own little candy kind of treat, that's what I'm seeing.
Is that a parade of trucks going by? No, it's Scout. This is what he looks like. But right now, he's on the couch right there snoring. We're babysitting him this week.
My brain is still really having too much fun with the mint. I know the lime is in here, and if it wasn't there, I would lose part of the mint. But somehow, my brain is pulling them like down the same tunnel together.
Nice.
Like, they gotta stay side by side to appreciate what's happening with this whiff. So I like that it's not just lime juice. That's not what's happening here. It really does have part of that rind, that the raw kind of outside peel of the lime is really working with the actual leaf of the peppermint. I gotta say, this is much more crowd pleasing than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a little sharper. Like, just all of those things are kind of vibrant, and they really do come in with like an attack, but they're rounded out because of how they're interacting. Gotcha. I think that's why the image I was getting, like a round candy treat. It's not like just things flying in your face, but they're turned up in a great way. But if anyone walked by you wearing this, I think they would just immediately get fresh, clean.
Now, what wins, the mint or the lime?
Okay, so technically there's like two kind of mint things happening. So I think that's what my nose finds first.
Gotcha.
But as soon as I think I've nailed down the mintiness going on, because it kind of swirls, then it hits the lime, and that's what kind of stays with me until I have that kind of powdery finish that takes me off at the exit.
I'm always curious who's going to be Gladys Knight, who's going to be the Pips.
I do feel like once we lather this, I could change my mind. Like, it feels like there's movement happening within the whiff that sometimes when you get the soap all smear together with a little water, that changes.
All right, I want to put myself on the line here and try this soap. All right, the shaking clam. Caroline, here we go.
Needs a good whiff.
Oh, it's lovely. And it speaks a bit to my childhood, because here's the thing about spearmint and peppermint: when you blend them in exactly the right proportions, you get a little bit of Wrigley's double mint gum. Those are the double mints that it's talking about, and each one of them have a way of taking the pokies off the other. So what you're left in the middle with is a smooth mint that almost, for me, smells like iron steam on a freshly purchased lapel suit coat. Tss, that kind of a thing. And then we've got some lime to talk about. Whoa, hold on. Oh, and you know what? It's in a perfect balance for me. It's almost like when I mix music and you turn this up to the point where you almost can't hear that, and you turn that up to the point where you almost can't hear that. And then you know they're at the perfectly right balance. When I look for the mint, it's in the center. When I look for the lime, it's around the outside, giving the mint a hug. And neither one is standing alone as its own character. The mint is for sure borrowing from the lime. The lime is for sure borrowing from the mint. But here's why that's easy to do. If you mix ethyl vanillin and ethyl maltol, you're half of the way to BR 540, and that's the extent of that accord. Those two molecules and how they come together and what bonds they form chemically. But again, two molecules only. With essential oils, you're dealing with hundreds of aroma molecules inside the spearmint. You're dealing with hundreds of aroma molecules inside the lime. And where each one of those has little chemical tendrils that's going to be bonding with everything else that's going on in all of those other essential oils, you've got hundreds or thousands of different chemical connections here that you're not going to have with a scent made only with a few aroma molecules. So you are smelling depths of perfuming happening here that are absolutely beguiling. See, and for me, this is cool because it adds kind of a clean, put-together, fabric-y sense from the mint for a nice day in a business suit, and then the lime kind of acts as the aftershave. You know those guys that like to put on a little slap of actual alcohol from a bottle, like whiskey or something, or actual lime or lemon juice, and that kind of becomes their cologne for the day? That's the other side of this. So you're getting the dapper and the natural. Ooh, let me look for the powder, because you had mentioned that.
I don't know exactly how that was happening. It's more at the end of the whiff for me.
No, you know what it is? I think it's where the spearmint and the citrus are coming together in a way that's a bit reminiscent of Sterling's original Sharp Dressed Man. The new one doesn't have the lemon sour kick that, for me, the original still carries. And that is where this is bringing that powder. Somewhere where the spearmint and those citruses are coming together. It's echoing from those days. Yeah, it's weird I get senses of green Irish tweed from this, but I definitely do. And the peppermint is perfect. It's a cloud around the outside, but when your nose dives in for it, it's almost needing a flashlight. Going, is that peppermint? Is that peppermint? And as soon as you get the affirmative, yes it is, it's gone again. The spearmint you get is the muddled spearmint inside your favorite cocktail on those fabulous tropical vacations. Remember the strawberry basil lemonade? Y'all.
Yeah, it doesn't quite go like herbalist, but there is something so real and fresh about it. Like I picture the plant when I think of what I'm smelling.
Well, and there's something that happens to the leaf and the essential oil when you muddle it. There is just something chemically about how it comes together. A little bit sweeter of a sense comes out. That's what's going on here. Yeah. And I remember at the beginning of our perfumer's journey asking Rod if all essential oils are created equal, because they're just essential oils, right? Does it really matter where you get them? Well, absolutely, he said. And y'all, if you really need me to take a step back and kind of describe how this is different from my expectations, I was really expecting the edge on the mint and the edge on the citrus to be almost medicinal. Well, look at my face. Those edges are almost completely gone. So you can dive in to the safe, soft core of those senses and experience how they come together on a warm spring afternoon. Well, y'all, come along down to the farm with us, because we're going to build you a lather, E-I-E-I-O, and take another look at this trifecta of scent notes. All right, y'all, from the sales page at Etsy for Adopted Acres, we start with a top note of
fresh lime. And it is fresh, my friends.
100%.
It's a real lime, the inside and outside.
You know when you dig your nail into a lime peel and you get that little that it smells just like that.
Mid note is spearmint, so that's in the middle here, my friends.
The cheese stands alone, and it should. It's got a little bit of a spotlight on it. I think you're right. It might be the spine of this, but the spine is sitting back a bit.
Yeah, but it is that real muddled kind of thing somehow. And then base is peppermint, which that's what kind of stays with me throughout the whiff, which was kind of that powdery finish I was getting. So it kind of makes sense that this is how they were trying to line them up.
Right. And it's funny because Doug said Kara was looking for a bit of a lion tamer when she had just lime and spearmint. And she was like, get me some peppermint. And he was like, you're out of your mind. And she was like, no. I think this might be the softener that it needs, and it was. Bright, crisp citrus bite meets cool, clean, mentholated freshness, invigorating without overpowering. That's a great way to say it. Wow, this brush is awfully limey colored. Where'd you get that?
This is our custom barbershop brush from Opus, but I couldn't not use this one today.
And y'all, let me introduce you to my favorite shaving bowl in the wet shaving world. Is it the most colorful? No. Is it the most whimsical? No. It is a work animal. This is the HCNC 22 gauge stainless steel custom bowl. This is in the polished colorway. All right, I'm just going to grab this little almond to soak here off the top and smooth it out into a thin layer at the bottom of this HCNC shaving bowl. Now, he doesn't have the different colors currently listed, so just send him a quick message. Y'all, I also have it on good authority that this is also a bit of a simplified base in terms of the ingredients. All right, y'all, welcome into the show, the Bougie Sprayer, a gift from Sean and Julie Smallridge at the beginning of our journey. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 sprays. It's a great way to measure your water out too. We're going to start about there. And how are you going to draw that soap up onto your brush?
Taking my dry brush over to the soapy side of the bowl here. It just has the water that he originally sprayed, but it kind of dripped down after. So I go one direction, and then I start going the other direction. And once it feels like it's not actually getting onto those bristles anymore, I'm going to turn the brush about 25%. Keep going, trying to get the soap onto all of those little bristles.
Turning the brush, a patented Barbershop Duet move that you will only find here and all the other channels that figured it out before we did. I like my soaps to have a little bit of a xanthan gummy kind of a texture to them when I spread them out at the bottom of the bowl. They give a little grit to them, I think.
All right, now most of it's already onto the bristles, but I'm going to add in just a little of that water action. Oh, she's coming to life, though.
Love it. Beautiful.
Look at that.
Look at those peaks. Looks like a relief map of the Sierras.
It's almost got like a 3D action happening.
Totally.
You can't even see the bottom of the bowl.
And y'all, this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Delia Dietz Catherine O'Hara Beetlejuice. Jump in the line with. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Limey.
Yes.
Limey. Minty.
Yes.
Minty.
Mm-hmm. To me, the smell that is when you are at Disneyland and you've been walking around all day and it is so hot, and then you happen to walk by one of the misting stations, and you literally get like a full body like cool down in 2 seconds. That's what this smells like somehow.
And she knows, y'all. This is Sarah performing as she did daily in the Pixar Play Parade at Disney's California Adventure at the Disneyland Resort.
There were certain days that had like a heat index thing, and we were only allowed to walk because when it'd be like way past 100, and it was super weird. You would just walk until the chorus would hit and you danced, and we all hated it. So we kind of would rebel and dance, but they'd get mad because they're like, you can't overheat in character on route.
And y'all, for those fans of these lathers, this might be the best lather we've ever seen.
Goodness.
Look at this. Is so
what have you done?
It giveth and giveth.
Yeah, you probably could have used half of what you did.
Oliver Twist would not know what to do with himself.
I am curious, once we put this on our faces, if we're going to feel that little mentholy pepperminty fun.
There is one way to find out. Now, we do love watching our shaving channels. In fact, we do love shaving on FaceTime with Doug Lane, but we don't do shaving here on the Barbershop Duet. We thought you would still benefit from seeing how this lather coats and covers.
Goodness.
Y'all, it doesn't get any more textbook than this. Oh, and I am getting a little kiss from Jack Frost. From the menthol on my cheek. Hold on. Climbing.
Just a little hello.
Stopping.
Yeah, just a cool. It almost feels like you just put cold water on your face.
Right.
So it just has that light cooling effect.
It's 1/10 Choco Caliente Inferno. This would be no match for the blizzard battles. It's like walking through a lime orchard in the spring and feeling that morning cold breeze come through.
There's just a little chill in the wind outside. Right. Not enough to even give you like goose pimples, I don't think. Yeah. Like just enough to be like, oh, that's a little. But even if I leave it on my face, it doesn't have the effect like menthol does. Right. Like this, I can still feel it here, but it stays, nothing's building. Right. If you do the menthol factor, that's a different story.
Well, y'all, we're going to dive down just a little bit deeper into this farmland. Come along with us, won't you? Does it have the little notch so I can rip it? It does. For your convenience, you just pull right there And it opens
Voila.
like that. Ooh, look at that. And because it's Adopted Acres, you get your choice of restrictors. Either the little pump restrictor with the atomizer, or you get a cap so you can just pour it into your hand. All right, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go for the little face.
Oh, all over. Oh, geez, you're brave. Okay. Oh, wow, she's just going for it, y'all.
I don't know.
Eyes and everything. All right, here we go. Take it in. I'm going to be a little more conservative here with how I'm doing things. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's nice.
It's gentle.
Y'all, the lime keeps it from ever going down the bubblegum lane of things, because there is a palpable double mint gum note in this, but it's being offset so much by the lime, you don't really think of it like that.
As it's drying down, I'm actually getting much more of the lime than I did in the shave soap. So I know that the other peppermint stuff is happening in here, and it's just adding a coolness to the lime. It's like lime on ice. I'm actually glad it's kind of hot for us today, because this is very refreshing.
It can work like a body spray, right?
Like, if we have to go outside for a long haul with the 2 pups we got, by the time we get home, we're going to be a little toasty, and this will feel fabulous.
And if you have a coconut and you put this in and shake it,
it almost gives me the feeling of like opening a cold soda on a hot day.
Ooh, yeah,
like there's something about, like you even say, where like how the lime opened, but even just that effervescenciness, not sweet or anything, but just that cooling chill factor.
7-Up, not Sprite. Not sure why.
No.
I like Sprite better.
Right.
It's not
but I think there's a little less lemon going on. Something has more lime.
It's not as sugary, not as fake. It's real. It's essential oils.
Which I'm enjoying actually getting to know how the essential oils are hanging out in their base and everything. Like they really are staying consistent throughout the whiff.
Ooh, they kind of make my lips tingle.
Yeah. I'm very curious if someone were to smell this on you walking by. I think they honestly would get, like you were saying, like clean laundry, fresh out of the shower. Like I don't know if they would exactly get lime or peppermint or any of that, but just like a clean vibe.
This is, to me, like in a good way, how Los Angeles smells, like walking down Rodeo Drive.
It doesn't quite go like citrus in a way that goes aquatic, but somehow this citrus in here adds that like nice cool morning kind of a thing.
I do kind of think of a coastal town, not a farm in Asheville, Ohio.
Maybe that's why they made the scent, so they could escape the farm.
Well, there you go, obviously. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Marcus and Sarah trying to film their Lime on the Line video while babysitting a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel named Scout. Well, Scout's gonna eat a big breakfast, and Scout is gonna go for a long walk, and he's gonna fall asleep on your couch. And just about the time he starts snoring, and your chairs start rattling, and your dental work starts coming loose, you are gonna get your own. So head over to etsy.com/shop/Adopted Acres Soap Co. to find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Lime on the Line, and you know why I love this? As I've spent more time with it, this is kind of the smell of my childhood. In the summer, the popsicles we had were just my mom's fruit juice poured into that little Tupperware thing in the freezer with the little sticks. The treats that we would beg for at the store were not the candy bars. We knew better. We would never get those. We got the little 5-cent Wrigley's gum packets, and we loved them. Double Mint was my favorite for years. You put this together, this is basically a trip in the back of my dad's station wagon to visit my grandfather in the middle of summer in 1987. Doug and Kara, thank you for this and for putting it in one of my top 3 bases in the entire wet shaving world, grand champion or not. I love them all. We will be back for some mint cherry barbershop soon. Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our March giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get a $20 gift card to 345 Soap.
Yay! Y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to WeSentYou at thebarbershopduet.com so we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first April episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
Well, you know, we have all of the ingredients for this in our perfumer's organ. And I think the lime essential oil comes from the same place because Rod told me where he got his too. Rod's very forthcoming about that to those who want to know such things. And y'all, I couldn't have done this. Kara, I've had some experience blending these together, the John Carl method, those kind of things. There is just something inspired and innately talented about the noses at Adopted Acres, because just to even know that this needed peppermint to give her the vision that she had in her head takes a perfumer that knows a little bit more than she gives herself credit for.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying every whiff. Like, there are different ways into this scent, and knowing that there's only 3 essential oils in it kind of blows my mind, because my brain is sure that there's more going on here than just how those 3 are interacting, but every whiff is refreshing and vibrant in the best of ways. If you need to lift your spirits, if you need to just literally have a fresh breath of air, this is the place to go to.
And y'all, we're going to be super excited to revisit that original classic that we actually helped form, Mint Cherry Barbershop. Stay tuned.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.